Steal number 2 for Hannah Hidalgo, who averages 5 a game. And Coach Ivy credited her with really turning around the effort of this Notre Dame defense and helping them become one of the best units in the country when it comes to forcing turnovers. She pesters again and gets it away again. Skips it ahead to Wolf, 2 more.
Booth off the mark. Roper goes down hard. Catamounts coming with the basketball. 5-on-4 opportunity, and Wolverine can take advantage. Smothered at the rim by Booth. Jackson regains control, and the Catamounts slow it down.
Got to keep that margin close.
Hidalgo finally ends the drought. A much-needed 3 for this Notre Dame roster, and Hidalgo, 45% from beyond the arc this year, is the one to get it. Aggressive here, looking for the steal. Hannah Hidalgo with a quick burst to the basket. 5 straight from the freshman. And it causes a Leopards timeout as well. So welcome me back to courtside here. Andrew McGuinness alongside Tyler Reedy. Now that Notre Dame feeling good about themselves after that strong play towards the end of the second quarter. And really it's been a case of 2 different players at 2 different points in this game carrying the way for the Irish.
Yeah, Lafayette really hung around early, but as soon as Notre Dame started forcing some of these turnovers, the game changed completely. And it began with Maddie Westbeld scoring in the first quarter, getting Notre Dame off to a good start. Westbeld, that interior presence, had the initial and one to get it started, and she scored in a variety of ways early on. She really owned that first quarter and is nearing a second consecutive double-double already. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 5 on the defensive end to start her first half. But as Westbeld's scoring started to slow, late in that first half, Hannah Hidalgo, the usual leading scorer, came alive. Had that and one opportunity in transition that really got her sparked to begin with. Hit a 3 from the outside to break Notre Dame's scoreless drought from beyond the arc, and then her steals really came alive. And of course, she's filling up the stat sheet as usual. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals.
Westbeld began the half on a 3 of 5 run from the field. Hidalgo ended the half going 3 for 5. So you get a look at some of the stats overall from that first half. Notre Dame plus 11 this season on rebounds per game compared to Lafayette. They're plus 4 through 20 minutes so far in this one. And getting it done in the paint as well, not just on the glass, but putting those rebounds back up and turning them into offense. 26-8, the margin inside in favor of the home side.
Yeah, Notre Dame doing a nice job forcing turnovers. You're seeing that margin start to widen now. 11 for Lafayette, 6 for Notre Dame, and the Irish outscoring the Leopards on turnovers 13-0. The Leopards still have not gotten to the free throw line yet either. Notre Dame 5 for 7 from the charity stripe so far. Lafayette still yet to get there. We'll see if that changes at all in the final 20.
Irish also up 9-0 in fast break points as well in this game, which was the big defensive key for the Leopards entering play. Ellie Watson tries to make a pass inside for Westbeld, but she can't handle it. Lafayette gets an early takeaway, and Notre Dame, looked like they had done the same, but Westbeld gets called for the whistle. That's Westbeld's second foul of the night. No player on either side with more than 2 thus far, so no major concerns in that area just yet. There's Abby Antonoli with it. Antonoli, a quiet first half. Struggled just 1 for 6 from the field. Gets an open look here, though, from the corner and sends a 3 long. Rebound caroms right to Bransford. She looks to go in transition. 3-on-2 for the Irish. DeWolf takes that pass. Westbeld with a quick jumper, and she knocks it down.
Great ball movement there out of transition there for Notre Dame, and Westbeld hustling well to jump in on that play late and open up a jumper.
And now Anna DeWolf will collect to add 2 more, the steal and the score. And the Fordham transferred adds 2 more, as we've seen DeWolf get involved defensively in this one. That's already her 3rd steal. Tied with Hidalgo for the game high. Hidalgo does a good job of staying tight with Andrews. Winds up getting a deflection there. Ball will stay with the Leopards.
Another look at that DeWolf steal and score as she reached out on the perimeter pass and took it all the way herself. You see a good look at it, coming right down Broadway and putting it home for 2 more. Notre Dame again scoring in transition to open up the second half.
And another turnover here by the Leopards, this time courtesy of an offensive foul. It's called against Kayla Drummond. Foul number 2 on her. Dangerous pass there, but it did get to Hidalgo, who fakes the pass and can't hit a tough hook shot, but does find Watson, who generates contact and will go to the line.
Another tough play right there from Kylie Watson, who's starting to collect the boards herself. She now has 5 rebounds to go with 6 points. And 2 offensive boards as well to tie with Westbelt.
This is that first free throw a bit long. Second one is good. Notre Dame has their lead in the 20s for the first time tonight. What do the Leopards need to do to bring this game back a bit?
I think we need to see them start hitting those 3-pointers again as well. We've seen Antonoli go cold, 0 for 5 for her, an early miss. But Lafayette's still moving the ball around pretty well, but there's the steal again. You got to avoid trying to force it in when Hidalgo and DeWolf are there.
Hidalgo jumps the pass, blows right by Antonoli, and puts it home for an easy 2. 4 steals, 14 points for Hannah Hidalgo here early in the third. Irish ratchet up the pressure on defense, though. Leopards do a good job to break it down. They take advantage of an open shot. Haley Smith with the jumper.
It was well done by Lafayette right there. I mean, half the battle with keeping the ball away from steal situations. And Hidalgo and DeWolf doesn't get an and 1 there again.
What a beautiful find from Westbelt, and the finish from Watson, plus another and 1 opportunity. As you mentioned, Irish have done a good job getting to the free throw line in this game. This will be their 10th, and it comes off an absolutely perfect pass from the perimeter by Maddie Westbelt.
Yeah, high-low game right there between 2 of the players that have really made it happen in the paint underneath the basket for Notre Dame tonight. And Watson makes it 3.
Notre Dame off to a hot start in this third quarter. And they get a near takeaway. It's going to be whistled a jump ball. Possession arrow does favor the Leopards. The main 2 run through 2:45 coming out of the halftime break.
Great help right there from Watson as Hidalgo allowed Antonoli to turn the corner on her just a little bit, but Watson, who's been the MVP of the second half so far, makes another key play for the Irish.
Favors watched by DeWolf. Extra pass to the corner. Antonoli at the shot clock buzzer, too strong. Now it's DeWolf off to the races. Skips it over for the layup in transition. Kylie Watson again. And the Irish having fun now, doubling up the Leopards here in the third. Antonoli tries to drive in here. She's fouled by Hidalgo.
Notre Dame sure did come up with 3 double-figure scores pretty quickly. Hidalgo was already there at the break, but now Westbelt with 10, Watson with 12 as she has exploded out of the break with 6 immediate points in the first 3+ minutes. And again, Notre Dame getting on the run. Quick ball movement and finishing it off with 2.
Irish had 4 players in double figures in that Tennessee game. 3-pointer here is off the mark. Good effort though on the rebound, but a contested shot is no good, and this will be off of Watson. Good effort down low there from Emma Shields to get the Leopards an extra possession.
Yeah, Lafayette did a nice job forcing Watson a little bit out of position there with their movement on offense. Ended up being KK Bransford down there, having to try and come up with the board.
Tough break there for Lafayette as that one rims out from Andrews. Hidalgo with a bit of a Euro step. Got caught hanging there, couldn't hit the shot. Goes for a steal. Antonoli able to beat her to the outside, but Hidalgo just so quick there. Even after losing the gamble, she's able to recover and force Lafayette to kick out. They get Antonelli the ball through some screen action. Smith looks to drive and able to get that one to fall. Ellie Smith having a nice night, 4 for 5, and she's the first Leopard into double figures in this evening.
Smith, one of those players that Lafayette talked about as Watson continues to be one of those players herself.
It's like a broken record at this point as Kylie Watson just taking over in the paint. Another and one opportunity for the senior forward from Linwood, New Jersey.
We're just going to talk about Smith's ability to score when the leader Antonelli isn't always getting it done. How about Smith? Sure, Hidalgo has put up her usual results tonight with 14, but now Kylie Watson has leveled her with 14 of her own. And Notre Dame working the high-low game to perfection. Watson is creating positioning and paying dividends.
They might look to get to the ball again here, though, after a nice rebound by Marshall. Watson does have it, finds Marshall. She gets the late foul call. That last basket by Watson officially gives her a new season high in points. Had 12 against NJIT. And now up to a game high 14 on this night. Matt Marshall, 67% from the line this year to shoot 2. That for such a good shooting team from the field and from 3. Have struggled on free throws tonight, but they get another rebound here and another foul as well as Andrews with a bit of a hook on Watson, or Westbeld, excuse me.
So I guess if you can't get it done the first time, just go right back. And Notre Dame, for as efficient as it's been to open up the second half, these first 5 minutes when the looks haven't dropped, second chance opportunities have been plentiful, as we just saw.
This will be 5 free throws in about 5 seconds as Westbell knocks down the first. Westbell 77% from the line going into the night. She drains 2 here. Andrews with the pick and roll setup for Antonelli. Actually done a fantastic job containing her, averaging almost 15 points a game coming into this one. Doesn't matter here though, as Michaela Andrews picks up the slack with a jumper from just beyond the paint. Marshall to DeWolf, left wing. 3 is down. And DeWolf connects on a triple. It's just the second 3 made tonight by the Irish, but they're hoping that they found their stroke a little bit from 3-point range after the offer against the Volunteers. A near steal there instead of foul on Westbell. That'll be her 3rd. And that'll send us to break. Notre Dame pulling away from the Leopards on the strength of their defense. And they finish off the sequence with a triple from Anna DeWolf.